Welcome back to the garage. Today we are going to tackle applying Shin-Etsu Silicone grease. If you found this video, you've probably heard about it in the forums or the online community. It's gaining popularity, especially in the Odyssey forums. It helps with the doors, the big sliding doors on the van, and all the seals. There's like 3 sets of seals around the doors, so it really helps keep those seals quiet. What it also does too is it helps rejuvenate the seal. So before we go too far, here's the product right here, Shin-Etsu Silicone grease. You can get it right through the Honda parts counter. You can also get it on Amazon as well, and there's a few other retailers out there. But basically, what it does is it lubricates this seal right here. It also kind of rejuvenates it. It's gonna plump it up, and we'll talk about that a little bit, but it'll bring some of that spring back to it. So if you're getting a little bit of air noise, just a little bit of whistle around your doors or whatnot, or a little bit of squeaking or creaking, this might fix your problem. So it's pretty easy to use. Before I put this on though, what I did is kind of pre-cleaned the seal, if you will. This is the product I use. If you watch my videos, I'm a big fan of Griot's. I'm not sponsored or anything like that. I've just been using it for 25 plus years, and it's good stuff. So I went over the seal with this because here in the Northeast, you're going to get a lot of dirt, a lot of dust, a lot of contaminants, especially in the wintertime. They sand the roads like crazy. So personal choice. I just wanted to get it off there. You could probably just use a cloth and water too if you wanted to, but I had the product. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to apply the grease. With this stuff, a little bit goes a long way. So think toothpaste, pea-size amount. You can always add more. It's very hard to get it off there once it's on there. And we're going to work in small sections. So I have to hold the camera with one hand while I work with the other one here. So usually I just put it on my fingers and massage it in. So for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to apply it right to the seal itself. So you can see it's kind of a opaque white grease, if you will. And I'm going to work in small sections. So we'll start here and we're just going to work it back and forth. It's really thick. So you're just going to want to spread it, get in there. Get in that little fold right there, because what you want to do is if your seal is squeaking, you don't want it squeaking against itself in there. And then you put this on, but you didn't get in there, and your squeak still persists. Then you're going to go chase it somewhere else, and then it's still right in there. So you're just going to smooth it out just like that, back and forth, small section, pea-sized amount. Get your fingers under there where the seal is making contact with the door itself. And then we're going to actually get our fingers behind here too, because that's where the sun hits, right? So that side of the seal sitting out in the sun, baking, we want to make sure, keep that nice and hydrated. So if we step back here real quick, we did from about here to here with that pea-sized amount. It's nice, it looks good. I don't see any residual or anything like that. So we'll take another pea-sized amount. We'll put it on there. Maybe that's a little bit more than a pea, but you get the idea. So there's my finger, and we're just going to do it again. We're going to rub it through, move it back and forth. Because I already went over here, I'm just going to kind of move the residual down the door. You can kind of see there's some white there, so we're just going to keep moving it down the door and down the door. That looks good. Now we're going to work it in. We're going to rub it in. We're going to get in there. We're going to get in there as well. We're going to get it back in here again. Make sure we get that. So. And that looks pretty good. Again, don't see any residual. Don't see anything standing out. Good spot to stop is right here is this weld, because then you've got, you know, another spot where maybe you'd put it here, work it back, go down, stuff like that. I like to work with visual cues so I know where I stopped and where I need to restart and stuff. So I'm wearing gloves. You don't need to wear gloves. See, we got a little dry spot in there. So you just want to check your work. Make sure you're getting it all down in there. And like I said, if I didn't have to hold the camera, I'd be using both hands on it. But I am wearing a glove. You don't have to wear a glove with this stuff. I'm choosing to wear a glove because I got another painting project going on, so I don't want to get any of this on my hands and then be touching something that's been painted and wreck that. So that's it. So make sure you do the entire seal all the way around the door. Don't forget a seal like this as well, right? Don't forget that one. You're going to want to go back and do the same thing. You want to get this little overlap in there, work it in. You know, give yourself like 10 minutes per door. Take your time. Do it right. Okay, so now the door is done. You did your door seal, you did the seal on the bottom, and then you did the inner seal around the door jamb. What I like to do is I like to leave the door open for about 10 minutes. And the reason I like to do that is because the seal is going to absorb some of this, and it's going to regain some of its suppleness, and it's going to suck it in and just kind of plump up again. So I like to leave it open while it does that. And just give it that opportunity to thicken up and rejuvenate itself before I slam the door shut again. So yeah, leave it open for like 10 minutes. Give it that opportunity to reshape and reform itself. And you know, you're gonna want it for both seals. So obviously leave the door open. Hopefully this was helpful. And if you got any other comments or suggestions, maybe you want to know how to do something and I can make a video for you, throw it in the comments and I'll help you out. But you can do this at home. Have a great day.